Sum number 2 of practice set 1.4. In a hostel, there are 125 students, out of which 80 drink tea, 60 drink coffee, and 20 drink tea and coffee both. Find the number of students who do not drink tea or coffee. See girls, this sum is actually easier when we do it in the Venn diagram form. So I'll just show you how am I going to represent this in the Venn diagram form. Okay, so I have in a hostel 125 students. So this is my hostel, which will be my universal set. There are how many students? 120 in U. Okay. Further, 125 in U. Then, out of which 80 drink tea and 60 drink coffee. So there are two things which they are describing us is tea and coffee. So let us take one set of number of students who are drinking tea and coffee, and 20 drink both. So that means there are people in the intersection also. So this is coffee. How many drinks tea? How many drinks tea is 80. Got it girls? How many drink coffee? So here we have 60 drinking coffee. Pay attention to the figure so that you follow. So how many are drinking coffee? 60. Right? How many are drinking both? 20. Where are they? They are here. Now, when I took this 80, this 20 is included there. And even in that 60, this 20 is included. Is that very clear? Okay. Now, what we have to find? We have to find the number of students who do not drink. So, where are they? They are in the outside. Got it, girls? So, if I have the set T as, T is my set of students who drink tea, C is the set of students who drink coffee, my N of T is given to me as 80, N of C is given to me as 60, N of T intersection C is also given to me as 20, right? N of U is what is given to us as 125. So what is that we have to find is, first and foremost we will find the union. Union will cover this much. And what is outside here? Outside the union is the complement. So you will first find A union B. Okay. After you find A union B, you will find what is there in the A union B complement. That will give you the answer. Is that very clear? Is it not easy to find A union B? Yes. By which formula? N of A union B equals to N of A. Yes girls, here I have written A union B, but what it should be? What it should be? Yes, N of T union C and N of T union C complement. Okay. So how do we find N of T union C? N of T plus N of C minus N of T intersection C. Can we find that? Yes. We will get a value. Whatever is that value, subtract that value from this, you will get your answer for the complement. So have you understood the figure first and foremost? So what are we to find is First we will find A union B, and what is here is A union B complement. Is that clear? Okay, so let us start writing the steps. Now with this I'll go for the, with this sum, after you get the value we go for the sum number 3. Okay, to start with sum number 3, I hope you have copied the figure. In the third sum also similarly you have something there. In a competitive exam, 50 students passed in English, 60 students passed in mathematics, 40 passed in both the subjects, none of them failed in both the subjects. Find the number of students who passed at least in one of the subjects. It's a question very clear, I repeat. So there is a competitive exam. English and mathematics. Yeah, might be the mathematics circle has become bigger because it's my favorite subject. So here you have 50 students passed in English. And next to see 60 students passed in mathematics and 40 passed in both. None of them failed in both the subjects. That means I need not have a universal because there is nothing outside it. Find the number of students who has passed at least in one. In short, what am I supposed to find? Yes, you know what is n of E here. What is n of E? 50. What is n of M? 60. What is n of A intersection M? Correct. What are we supposed to find is this. Easier? Better than the previous sum, right? A step easier, right? So you can, once you know these, always keep in mind girls, whenever we write a sums like this, where you have taken the variables on your own, the E letter, M letter, you have to explain those set. So keeping that in mind, first draw the figure, I'll give you the steps now. Now we go for the next sum, that is sum number 4. Sum number 4. A survey was conducted to know the hobby of class 9, out of which 130 students informed about their hobby as rock climbing and 180 informed about their hobby as sky watching. There are 110 students who followed both the hobbies. Then how many students do not have any of the two hobbies? How many of them followed the hobby of rock climbing only? How many followed the hobby of sky watching only? So here you can see there are 220 students and there are few students who are following rock climbing, who are following sky watching. There are some who are following both the hobbies, and they are asking us, there are some students who are not following any of the two hobbies. Okay, so when the moment you see any of the two hobbies, you should understand you need union as well as number of students in this class is given. So you have a universal set. Is that clear, girls? So we have the figure like this for the sum. The Venn diagram goes this way. So this is your total universal set. How many students are there? 220. Next is rock climbing. So I will name it as R. Easier to follow it. Then sky watching. So S. Got it? Then okay, so here it is 130. Here it is 180. And here it is 110. Now you know what all is given here. Very good. Let us do it together. Come on, draw the figure first. Then we start writing. Yes, what is n of u? Very good, 220. What is n of r? Yes, 130. What is n of s? 180. What is n of r intersection s? 110. So having all these, what do you think we have to find first? Yes, we have to find is R union S. So what do you think? How we can find this? Yes, we have the formula with us. Then they asked us to find how many of them do not have any of the two hobbies. That means exactly what are we supposed to find? Union's complement. Is that clear? That means who doesn't fall into these two, who are outside with no hobbies. Then they are asking us how many of them follow the hobby of rock climbing. Now for this rock climbing only, this part is only rock climbing. So which is the extra here? This 110 is an extra here. So we subtract 130 by 110. So how many are doing only rock climbing? 20. Same way, this side we have 180 minus 110. So how many are doing sky watching? 70. Yes. So you got the answer for the next two questions. Okay. So now let us write one after the other all the statements. Is that clear?